Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamika and this is Check the Rhymes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you tap the subscribe button and then check me out over at sweet929.tv and on the Zonify app under the Expression tab. Y'all, today's show is a little bit different because I am paying homage to an old friend. So many of you know I used to write for soultrain.com before the path led me here to Check the Rhymes, right? So in 2012, I met my dear friend Kashif, and he passed away in 2016. So it's the 5-year anniversary of his passing, and it has taken me this long to go back and listen to some of our interviews. So I wanted to share the very first interview that we did in 2012, where he really, in his own words, talks about his career. And, you know, just ignore my little green self because I was horrible at doing interviews back then. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, just to, one, so you can hear how amazing he was, and really to just, this is my way of paying tribute. So check it out. It's an audio interview. Let me know in the comments, like, your favorite Kashif song, memory, you know, a song he wrote, a song he produced, song, you know, all of it. Let me know in the comments. So rest in peace, Kashif.
I guess we will just jump right on into it. I know I've got some Facebook fans that are like really excited. They keep sending me questions like, ask this, ask this. I've got one, I think she might just be your biggest fan. She keeps saying, ask him, will he marry me? I was like, you know.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I get lots of requests on Facebook.
So what have you been doing the past few years? I know at one point you were, and I don't know if you still do, at UCLA's extension program, that you were doing something there. And then I know about I know you had written a book. And then I know about your foundation. So what else have you been up to?
Well, I have, it's busy like crazy, actually. I am producing and directing lots of documentaries and commercials. So I'm now taking that, you know, same energy and put it into the visual arts, and then of course I like the music for the documentaries and commercials that I produce.
Okay.
So some of my clients include Kashif family programs, which is a philanthropic wing of UPS. Hyundai Motors America. NAACP. Oh my God, St. Joseph Health System. Huge hospital system. Some of my biggest clients. And I'm constantly putting together commercials and documentaries for them.
How did you get involved in doing that?
Photography is my hobby, and it started with it started with UPS. A bunch of mine who I played basketball with for years, they started to see me all the time. I'll be out and around, and people say, "Your name is Kashif, like Kashif?" You know, for years I played basketball on the same team with this guy. And he just put two and two together. And then one day he heard my voice on the radio. I was doing an interview for programs that I have for children in foster care, which is another thing of mine. And he heard me. He said, I didn't realize you were in foster care. I work for Kashif Family Programs, the philanthropic wing of UPS. And so he asked me would I become a spokesperson, for them. And their program, they are the largest private agency in the country that advocates for children in foster care.
Wow.
And I came up in foster care. So one thing led to another. I became a national spokesperson. I became the keynote speaker at their annual retreat. And then they asked me, well, what would I like to do for foster care? I said I would like to work on branding it as a social issue. And they said, well, how would you do that? I said, well, I would do commercials, I would posters, and all this sort of thing. And they gave me project. And off I went and wrote, directed, and produced some 3 commercials for them.
Wow.
Other people saw them, some of the commercials, and they were like, this is really creative, and they hired me. So here I am today, writing, directing, and producing.
You're the second artist I've spoken to in the past couple weeks that has come up and been through the foster care system. I didn't realize that it was Anthony Hamilton.
Oh, well, we've been trying to connect with each other.
Yeah, he lives here in Charlotte. I just spoke with him last week actually. Yeah.
My connection to foster kids that I grew up in 8 different foster. And they were their own, biological family and all.
Uh-huh.
So, I have a foundation called I Care Foundation. And we do a number of things. We have a cruise every year where we take 200 youth in foster care on a cruise with 200 mentors. And then the youth are strategically placed at the dinner table with people who are already working in a field that they have expressed an interest in.
Okay.
And so out of that, as you might imagine, mentor-mentee relationships develop.
Mm-hmm.
And, create a forward motion in the life. Sure. So we also have a school called Kashif University, where it's a school specifically for youth in foster care ages 8 to 18. And we do supplemental and intervention educational programs in language arts and math. And then, of course, there's the fine arts training aspect of it, where we offer piano, singing, drums, songwriting, recording, producing, martial arts, yoga, basketball, writing, creative writing, fashion design.
Okay.
So we've been very successful in increasing the number of youth in their grade scores for language arts and math.
I'm going to kind of jump around a little bit,
Sure.
just to touch on the music industry a little bit.
Okay.
One of the things that I was curious about, and my dad is you're another huge fan, because he has been on me have you found Kashif yet? Have you looked for him?
That's good to know.
Yeah, oh yeah, he pulled out his albums and everything yesterday, and I'm like, I got this.
Okay, reminiscing.
Oh yeah, it's all I've heard about all week. But we were both curious though about your views on the music industry today, because a lot of the artists that I've interviewed over the past few weeks have kind of said the same thing, that it's almost like one, they said it seems like R&B isn't as popular anymore, that hip hop has kind of taken over. I've had somebody say that R&B is pretty much dying, and that it's just not at the forefront of people's minds anymore. It's just not, I guess, what's hot. And it's a lot of it maybe because of lyrical content or the talent. I mean, do you have any views on that?
Yeah, I think the music has been dumbing down.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think what happened was record companies got greedy and they stopped wanting to pay for the quality production. And so they still felt like the money comes from the younger audience. And maybe the spurt in sales come from a younger audience, but the sustained sales always come from an older audience because they have money. A kid 12 years old now he must write records.
Right.
And if he does, he's getting into his mom's brother and father.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that the greed in the record companies has led to the dumbing down of the music itself, and so therefore the sales suffer. If you look at old school artists and you look at the trend in terms of their live performances, there's a huge upsurge.
Mm-hmm.
And so that ought to tell them something. Back in the 80s, Ronald Reagan, and this whole trickle-down economics thing. And at the thought of that was taking all of many of the fine arts training programs out of the public school. And so therefore, the platform by which young people would learn traditional music training, theory, and all of the instrumentation and orchestra and all of those things dried up in public schools. And so there's no venue for them to actually learn music.
Right.
And so with young, and so therein came rap, when the sampling, because they weren't getting into the training, well, they wanted to express themselves anyway, so have that type of ingenuity and creativity. And so they began making music by sampling and not by actually playing the instruments. So if you're not playing the instruments, you're not getting the training. And so the quality of the music was bound to suffer, and it has. So that's the historical element of what has happened to not only R&B music, but most music across the board.
Okay.
So I still think that there is an opportunity to, through programs such as mine and other private schools and stuff, where you're going to always see brilliant musicians and songwriters and artists emerge that are unique and that rise above, sort of the field of people who want to work in that arena.
Right. Do you think that, I know a lot of them, I think it was Alexander O'Neill that I talked to, and he, was saying how it's almost like now that there's no, big, I can't remember how he described it. He was saying, how, getting a recording contract is like getting your letter jacket in high school. It's like something that you work for, and it's like when you finally get that jacket, it was just kind of like, yes, I've worked hard for this, I got it. But now it's like everybody, if you've got a computer or whatever, you can pretty much have a studio in your house and, sell your CDs on the corner. He's like, it's like a microwave society type thing, and so there's no, I can't remember the direct.
There's no woodshedding. I mean, when I was coming up, as a piano player, I spent, when I wasn't in school, I would spend, 15, 16 hours a day practicing my craft. And nowadays, that doesn't happen. Like that, you can go to the music store and pick up a beatbox, turn it on, and press a button, and there's your beat. But in addition to that, I think the problem goes a little bit deeper than that. It's pronounced Shamika, right?
Yes.
Okay. The problem goes a little deeper than that. And that is, when I was coming up learning to play, taking the music lesson, going through the rigors of what it takes to be an accomplished musician, I never thought about making money with them. And that didn't occur. It was all about the love of the craft, of learning to make music, learning to write songs, learning to produce, and that sort of thing. And then the thought of making money with it came much later after I started making music, making money. And so right now, almost every artist that you can think of, their main thing is that they want to be rich and famous. It's not that they want to be an excellent technician, an excellent musician, an excellent writer, producer, and so on and so forth. And so when you put the horse before the cart, obviously the quality suffers.
Right. What do you think about a lot of artists taking to doing reality shows to kind of get their name out there and build their audience up and boost their sales, like just artists, and they're constantly pushing their music and stuff. But I mean, do you think that is a good thing or a bad thing, or?
I think any form of promotion and marketing is legitimate, especially if you look at the reality of what sales are today. So, they don't become as much music artists as they become matinee artists, matinee idols, so to speak. So, they get to promote their music, but they also get the chance to promote if they're going to be in a film or if they're coming up with a new fragrance, their name attached to it, that sort of thing. So, I think it's all legitimate, but I think that as it sticks to the music, again, if the music was so great,
still perform?
Yes, I do perform. I've got some shows in Europe lately, and some shows in the Los Angeles area. I also have a one-man show that I do every so often, a private show. So, but that's not what I spend most of my time doing, because my, other business is so lucrative.
Right.
That it makes sense for me to do that. Everybody likes money.
Let's switch gears a little bit and talk about Soul Train. Do you have any memories of being on Soul Train? Or you just watching?
Sure. Back in 1974 was when I was on Soul Train for the first time. I was in a group called Beat Express. And I think I actually have that archive footage.
Oh, wow.
So that was the first time I was just out of high school, graduated high school, and I joined the band Beat Express. And one soldier had made it his song, "Do What You Satisfy," you know that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then another song called "Here Comes the Express." They had a lot of big hits. And I was, very young, out of high school with the band. So that was my first time. And then I performed again as Kashif the artist. I think I was on twice. So yeah, of course, going and watching Soul Train, and then all of a sudden, on Soul Train. How cool is that?
What was your impression of Don Cornelius?
Don Cornelius always looked like his shirt collar was pitched in.
That's what I thought, too.
But you know what? He was not. Don Cornelius is such he was a gracious host, always looking to make the artists shine and give them their just due. And I actually am good friends with his son. And so, I look up to Don. If not for Don, what other outlets did we have for African American music during much of that time, from the beginning of Soul Train until, let's say, Arsenio Hall? What were the outlets that we really had for R&B artists playing not close to none?
Right. Did you have a favorite Soul Train dancer?
There was a couple. This was tight band. Afro-centric, especially when it comes to women. I love black women. So, but there was one mixed black girl that was on there. She had long hair. She was black and Asian. And I didn't even know their names. Boy. Every week, that's what I did. I watched Soul Train, see those girls in those tight pants.
What is your favorite Kashif song, or even duet of all time? Or if you can pick one.
Give me a music artist or me as a songwriter producer?
You as the artist.
Favorite duet would have two. Reservations for Two with Dionne Warwick, and Love Changes with Elisa Morgan.
Okay. And what about you as the producer?
Here's the producer. Of course, when you should give you good love. That one was Cupid. And probably George Benson, Inside Love.
Okay.
Because George Benson was my idol. So when I was put into this song, someone who I had grown up and listened to their music, and they were my absolute idol, that was man. So I would say those two.
Okay. Thank you so much. And you have my number, so definitely, if you need anything, just give me a yell.
Okay, if you come to LA, look me up.
I definitely will. I'm actually looking at planning a trip out there for next month or March, actually.
Okay, all right. Then make sure you look at one for March.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
All right.
Say hello to your dad for me.
Oh, I will. He'll be so excited.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.